Alright, ease up everybody, I'm NoLucksGiven once again with some Once Upon a Galaxy, and we're here with a Skip the Time Skipper game. Gonna skip my first turn to immediately have access to uncommons, and I think Captain Ahab hunting, some scaling is nice to start. I don't hate Tink either. And it's potentially a little bit more versatile. But I like Captain Ahab. We potentially grab a treasure from it down the line. Katamari, probably the pickup here over Mr. Smee. Just because then we have two different potential scaling cards. Katamari works really well with the other thing that I did not buy. Billy Bones is actually really solid just because it allows me to scale up other cards. So let's pick up that. I do have a hero. Katamari is a hero. So I probably take the Nutcracker Prince alongside Katamari here rather than the Cowardly Lion. I do think the Cowardly Lion would be decent against the under-leveled players specifically, but that's fine. We do get to activate Jealous Stepsisters immediately here. That's good. And I'll just pick up Katamari. Fairy Godmother, not terrible. Oh, and there's also Achilles. Yeah, Achilles is really, really good. I think I do want to take advantage of having access to Achilles. Probably backline the Ahab now. And I don't hate Nutcracker Prince pumping Achilles, but I do have to start with Achilles here. Either way, Achilles pumps Nutcracker or Nutcracker pumps Achilles. I guess that's not entirely true. Yeah, that could happen. Well, we got our treasure and we got out of there with a tie, so I guess that is fine. I could get a whole bunch more hunts. Very phlegmy whole bunch more, but Lucky Chest is not terrible. We could maybe find a rare treasure with Captain Ahab, or just find like a better treasure potentially down the line, but I think that that's good enough for now. Billy Bones is a reasonable upgrade over the Stepsisters, so we'll grab that. We can upgrade Ahab. And I do think I like Dash. I like Slash a lot more. But I do think I'll play Dash over probably the Billy Bones. I think I still like the Nutcracker because it's guaranteed 6 stats each turn, whereas Billy Bones is like a conditional 5 stats. So that seems good. Let's just dash in this second spot. And Sugar Plum Fairy does seem like it is still pretty good at this stage of the game. Could just give all of the front row +1/+1. And that way it builds towards the treasure where you have, or the questing card where if you pump up all of your slots. I think that this Sugar Plum Fairy is a little bit weak here, so you know what? I'm just going to pump up my front row. Makes Achilles a little bit more likely to slay. It looks like it was going to slay regardless, though. But I do think it's worth it just to pump up 3 slots, and now I only have to pump up 2 more slots in order to make that other card work. Now I'm going to put Billy Bones back on the board, and you know, +10 is a considerable amount. We cut the Nutcracker Prince at this point? Probably, huh? I do like Mighty Mouse. We could pick up an early Mighty Mouse, which is definitely worth considering a little bit. And then this is when I attack an enemy, set my stats to theirs. I think I'm going to go for Mighty Mouse, because this is earlier than you typically get to play with Mighty Mouse. So if I go for Mighty... Let's keep Dash in, and let's cut the Nutcracker Prince and keep in Achilles as well. Alright, if we can find an upgrade for Mighty Mouse, that's pretty sweet. But then there's 3 other options for finding a treasure here. I do think Perseus with the +6/+6 is probably a solid route to go. And honestly, I think I just decided I don't actually want this treasure from Ahab, because I'd rather find a better treasure with my lucky treasure here. So maybe I do something like this. Yeah, it seems pretty solid. Nice. Perseus gets the sleigh. Achilles also gets the sleigh, so pretty strong. Blind mice, we can give them +8/+8, so +16. Robin Hood as a ranged character is not too shabby either, though. Yeah, I think I like having a ranged character better, and then if we can figure out something else to pump up, like we can find other pirates and pump them up too. So that's kind of cool. Do we switch out Dash for Fire Lord? I don't think that that's that great. I think I might just go like 3 bags full. Just hope I get like breadcrumbs. Oh, that activates the lucky chest? Oh, wait, what? Oh, they must have... Oh, you know what? I must have just got confused. I didn't realize that's what 3 bags full did. I thought it just gave you a random common treasure. That's kind of a bummer until you realize we got Alchemist reset, which is insane. Alright, I was regretting that a little bit, but Alchemist reset is gnarly. So we'll pick that up. Perseus still slaying. And we're getting away with a win. And now I can grab the golden Mighty Mouse. Unfortunately, not the treasure with it. Not the legendary treasure. The other option is just Wishing Dragon. But no, I think I go for Mighty Mouse because then we get to start increasing these abilities by a considerable amount too. Give one character +10/+10 or double the stats of your bronze characters. Does that work with Mighty Mouse? I'm not sure, but I kind of want to find out. So, is this a hero? No, it's a villain. Why is it lighting up then? Oh, because it's an animal too. So, I mean, obviously Oberon and Ninja Star are much more powerful than the Minotaur, but I'm curious, will this get +18 and then double it? No. Okay. So it would have just been better to grab any of those legendary creatures, but live and learn. Can't find out new mechanics if you're not willing to experiment a little bit. Ooh, Wishing Dragon now with the double and the Mighty Mouse. That'll definitely be a big old dragon here. And then I can grab the golden Robin Wood. And is this a hero too? Oh, it is a hero. That's fantastic. This Robin Wood, yeah, is pretty large. Get a higher treasure. Give your slots with goldens +5. Or when you hunt, give your characters +3. I'll just take a higher level treasure in case I find Perseus or Wishing Dragon soon. Nice. Taking that out is pretty good for me. And looks like an easy win. I think I will just grab Medusa. Though I could just cycle through Mr. Smee just to increase the buff on Mighty Mouse. And Robin Hood, actually, too. And now I get to pick up Hercules with a huge buff on it, so seems good. This game looks like it's maybe almost over, too, which is a little bit awkward, but we still gotta play for, you know, like, give ourselves a strong board so that way when we're a ghost, we've got a strong board too. This does get pretty large. Is it worth it to just sub it out for Perseus? No, not really. I want to double check this too. Plus 34. Did this go up? Oh, it did. Okay, great. And I can get a Mask of Infinite Rage so that my hunters pump each other. I'll just give them plus 7. I think that that's probably better. And Captain Hook is actually pretty cool. And it's just as big as Perseus. Alright, I'll take Captain Hook here then. So that's really cool if it can grab the sleighs. It is not going to be able to. This will still be an easy win though. And now I get to golden the Captain Hook. Now this will be really big. And plus 1,000 on the hook or plus 15 on everything. I think I go for plus 1,000. And I could put the plus 1,000 on the Wishing Dragon. That's kind of funny. For right now, I'll just do this, though. That seems really solid. Grab a Bronze Goose. And we'll get to cooking. Hercules, unfortunately, does die there, so I don't get to scale it. But we're just trying to bring the pain here as soon as possible. This is an animal, not a pirate. That's a pirate villain. None of these are particularly exciting then. I'll take the pirate villain, I think. Yeah, for more stats on Robin. Puxatawny with Mighty Mouse. I mean, this is getting pretty big. We'll just meet in a tavern, though. Maybe I can find something different and fun. I mean, it's bigger than Hercules. It's bigger than Wishing Dragon. Wishing Dragon's no longer pumping the team, so let's just take the Fairy Queen. Ooh, we steal the Spirit of Vengeance, and we steal it with a bonus 1,000. I do think that that might make it difficult to kill it in a future fight, because we don't actually get to keep it, so that's a little bit awkward. But that's fun. That's silly. Let's just cycle through this. Grab a treasure. Plus 3. Farewell. Sure. Conan is a hero, so it will immediately activate thanks to the Mighty Mouse. I guess we'll pick it up then and toss the Fairy Queen. Oh, it does not immediately activate. Alright, well, I gotta throw Conan here then. Awkward. Oh no, and I did pump up the Spirit of Vengeance. Oh, I made this impossible for myself. This is awkward. This is a little bit silly. Now I'm gonna die to the Spirit of Vengeance. Any way we can get through that. Golden characters have double. Buffs to heroes are double. We could maybe get it done with Excalibur. That's terrible. Do I have to go for Captain Hook? Potentially. Because this is just like not relevant. I feel like I just cycle through this just to potentially give myself a treasure down the line. Okay, I do think putting Mockingbird in this first slot is a good idea. Pied Piper doesn't have like some type of ability where those stats get to carry through, but I think this is what I want to do. This gives Mockingbird 2 chances to take out that fairy, though I'm not even sure if that's enough because the Spirit of Vengeance, okay, I wasn't sure if it had 3,000. But if this attacks into... Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah. We get to clear Spirit of Vengeance here. That's actually really good. Oh, but then the Shadow brings back the Spirit of Vengeance? Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, that one was really, really silly. But still a fun, like, sequences of interactions there that I think it's worth showcasing. And there's one more game that I wanted to showcase here. This is also going to be a skip the time skipper game, though this time I'm going to be doing post commentary. So I've already played this game. We are looking at it with a little bit of sped up footage here. It was a pretty quick game, so I didn't think it could make like a full video, and I still thought it was a fun game to showcase because I picked skip the time skipper, and then I wind up picking up a Prince Charming on turn 1, so I'm already down to 2 hearts, and then I pick up Tink, and I brought this up in the previous game that Tink plus Katamari was a pretty good combo, and this game is part of the reason why, or a great example of that, I should say, because you're getting the +1/+1 from Tink and from Katamari at the same time, so that's really great. Unfortunately here I get some awkward combat RNG. Despite having a pretty strong board, I do not win that fight. In this game, I pick up Slash. That's why I wanted to throw these both together in the same video. There were a lot of really similar things going on, but I wound up True Love's kissing that Slash pretty quickly into Master of the Universe, which isn't going to give me the scaling that I need necessarily, but it does give me just an incredible amount of tempo here, so I'm able to win that fight and get back one of those half hearts that I'm missing. And then I want to pick up the Cruel Queen from this tavern spell. Make a little bit of a mistake here as well. I should replace the Foul Lich rather than the 9/9 in the Prince Charming, because Foul Lich is never going to be better than that. But I'm also going to wind up replacing the Foul Lich here with Big Bad Wolf, so it's not a huge deal. Could have gone for the Achilles on this one as well, but I felt like the Big Bad Wolf scales just a little bit faster, so tried to make that happen. Going to grab silver copies of Tink and Master, and then a golden Tink. That is going to give me the Bat Phone. I think this is one of the best treasures in the game as well. This one and the treasure I got in the previous game. Can't remember the name of it right this second, but both of those are just really good for allowing you to continue to find more treasures. Here we are able to golden Master of the Universe, and treasures that allow you to find more treasures are just great. Pandora's Box is a treasure that technically kind of allows you to find more treasures. Cruel Queen is ticking away here, halfway completed, and we also get the Shield of Achilles for big pumps, and now here we just get to like immediately play a really strong board with everything in the shop getting +30/+30. So this is pretty fantastic. I'm going to pick up a Perseus, and I'm going to toss the Tink for a Billy Bones, and these are characters that can easily hunt now as well, so Cruel Queen is going to get its hunt on, and unfortunately it only sees like each hunt as one hunt, so Billy Bones did not count as a double hunt. But I'm going to pick up a locked treasure chest here, and we should be able to quickly grab a trio of legendary treasures because of the Bat Phone, so that's really good. I'll also pick up the Kraken, and that will just give me 2 different legendary characters that I could potentially find in my first shops coming up. But we are very, very strong all of a sudden, just getting to pick up these +30 cards in each of our shops, and now we've got +30 shops with guaranteed legends, so I can easily make this board really strong. And now I'm like, okay, I've got Medusa here, but like I don't even need it. It's just where do I want to put this spell to make me like slightly better. But this is very, very quickly going to turn into a win. I'm not even sure if I'm going to make use of this locked treasure chest. I might just win this game really, really quickly. Let's definitely pick up Ninja Star and hope that we can triple that potentially. I'll put a little bit more stats on Hercules. Then I'll just finish off with a Lightning Bolt. Like, there's not really too much reason to keep on replacing my cards. Let's just play the cards we got and grab some easy wins here. None of my characters dying in these fights. Hercules to silver. Mephisto, I'm going to read that to see if it's relevant. No, not really relevant. Probably don't want the Midas Touch though either. I'm just going to cycle through the Mephisto because it puts another silver legendary into my shops. I'll grab Conan because, you know, maybe we could complete the treasure or something. I don't think it's going to be super relevant here, but my cards are big, and Conan can actually get in there with 3 battles if it gets attacked into. Funny, I actually get a bonus attack with Ninja Star, which is something that's like so rare. It's almost flavor text on Ninja Star, because in order for it to work, you have to clear your opponent's back line, but then they still have to have a front line. So it's very strange. Long John's gets to upgrade my Conan and Kraken, so not too terrible there. Does still, both of those options build me towards a potential treasure, and I am going to grab the quest from Conan, but it doesn't matter because the game's over. So you can see that was a really quick game. Didn't really think it was worth its own video, but I'll just tag it on to the end of this one here. But for today, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.